So apparently Billy Joe Saunders is going to be on commentary duty alongside Sonny Edwards for this Josh Warrington Lee Wood fight happening tomorrow night. Could be fun. Will Billy Joe Saunders be able to go an entire show without saying something that Eddie Hearn is later on forced to apologize for? That's what everybody's going to be wondering. But all of that aside, maybe Eddie Hearn and Dazn have finally cottoned on. Maybe the penny has finally dropped with these people that their core audience, and it is important to keep your core audience happy. Maybe they've finally realized that their core audience want characters in the commentary team. All these bland NPC media trained guys, it's no good. All these gimmicky appointments like Maya Jama and all these social media type people, it's no good. The boxing core audience like and want characters in the commentary team. We want people like Carl Froch. We want people like Paulie Malignaggi. We want people like, even Barry Jones is a bit of a character. We like him. We like David Hay as a character. It isn't always about their expertise and their analysis. It's about their character, their banter. Yeah, being a bit edgy. Because if you're watching a show and it's a little boring or a fight's boring, they can liven it up and they can create an atmosphere for the viewers that we can actually get into. Sonny Edwards was good, was decent, the times I've heard him on commentary for DAZN before. And the icing on top, the icing on the cake, the cherry on top would be Prince Naseem. Why doesn't someone bring Prince Naseem back on commentary? Prince Naseem is so unintentionally funny, it's unreal. We all remember him from the Eubank Jr. Groves show where he said, I think he should finish. Yo, why on earth doesn't Prince Naseem get brought back? Is he too, near the knuckles sometimes? You're not sure what he's going to say? Is it too unprofessional when he's coming out talking like he's Ali G? Is that what it is? Maybe he's just not available. Maybe he's got stuff going on with his business and his family and all that kind of thing. But you do see him turning up for boxing shows quite frequently. And it doesn't mean that he has to be on the payroll and has to turn up every week. But once in a while, if they could bring Prince Naseem in for commentary, it'd be great. Personally, I'd really like that. But for now, Billy Joe Saunders on commentary with Sonny Edwards, it sounds like Bants. I like it. Let's hope that Billy Joe can get through without completely putting his foot in. Obviously, it will be amusing, but it would mean that he may not be invited back to do any more commentary for DAZN in future. So let's hope he can go near the knuckle, but not on the knuckle, so that he can become a regular guest on DAZN commentary. And we think about Billy Joe Saunders as a character, yes. Some people would say he's a plonker or an idiot or use even more pejorative terms to describe him. But Billy Joe Saunders and many people like this, these kind of big characters, when they're professional fighters or former professional fighters, they can sometimes surprise you when they commentate because of all the knowledge they come out with. Now, that sounds kind of counterintuitive. Of course, they would have loads of boxing knowledge. But again, people focus more on the controversial things that Billy Joe Saunders says in interviews and the controversial things he's done on social media rather than his boxing mind. So I'll be interested to see if he comes out with some gems when he's watching fights, when he's observing certain things. Sonny Edwards definitely does. So let's see if Billy Joe Saunders does as well. The original DAZN team that Eddie Hearn put together, the Game Changer, where it was Chris Lloyd and Darren Barker. And come on. Maya Jama. Game Changed? Are you having a laugh? No. This is more like, I'm not even going to say game changed, but this is definitely stepping your game up. And that main commentator, Mike Costello, nothing against the guy. Maybe he's a lovely guy. I do wonder where he got that big scar in the middle of his head from. In fact, there was a guy, an actor, who starred in the old sitcom Hello, Hello. You have to really be as old as dust like I am to remember Hello, Hello. But he also had a big scar in the middle of his forehead. And that's because in some terrible storm that was, I don't know when that was, in the 1980s or something in the UK, a terrible storm, a tree branch apparently did come through his car windscreen and hit him in the middle of the forehead and left him with a big scar. Mike Costello's got an almost identical scar in the middle of his forehead. Don't know if the same thing happened to him. That's why I mentioned it. But yeah, might be a lovely guy, Mike Costello, but he is a charisma vacuum. Let's just be real about it. So he's going to be helped out by the likes of Billy Joe Saunders and Sonny Edwards. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section below. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers to my Patreon page. I cover loads of different topics in my weekly podcast, as you can see on screen right now, from current events to deep dives down the rabbit hole and everything in between. I'm really enjoying the feedback and the discussions we've been having on there lately. So if you'd like to join the conversation, just click the link in the description box below. Are you sick and tired of the mainstream mindset? Does the dogmatic conformity and pathological ignorance have you tearing your hair out in frustration? Then don't be alone. Come and join our brotherhood on Patreon. We stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. You'll gain access to my weekly topical podcast, where we take more deep dives than Jacques Cousteau on an endless variety of subjects. There's also videos, interviews, live Q&As, as well as a vast back catalogue of previous episodes, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen via the Patreon app or download in high-quality MP3. Connect with myself and hundreds of other members in our Element chat group. There's no contract, no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a Mickey D's McMuffin. Just head to my Patreon page via the link below this video and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. I'll see you over there.